Poker, here we keep it real. I'll be your joker. Shuffle up and deal. Play ball.
Let's go. No filter legends of the game, day 2.
Oh, look at this one now. A big one brewing between Felix and Christa. And these guys also played a lot yesterday, so Felix knows that Christa is not afraid of 3-betting rather light, although this time he has a hand, but I expect Felix to just shove it here, and Christa, of course, will be calling that off, and we'll be off to a race. That's my predictions, but let's give them a few moments. You can see that Felix is even color matching his hat today, right?
Yeah, looking very blended.
Yeah, maybe his wife Sarah, who was in the booth yesterday, has helped him today.
Okay.
You gotta be on the TV table, babe. Let's color match this now. Or maybe he's a fashion guru himself. Who knows?
Well, there's the all-in.
See here now, as
Easy.
predicted, Felix will be shoving. And here we have the all-in and a call. Christa Larson with the ace-queen, Felix Siljander with the jacks. So off to the race. I don't think we have any aces or queens folded in this hand yet that we've seen. So it should be a pretty much 50-50 situation, but it's not anymore. Wow.
Oh, in the window.
That looks rather happy, Felix, I would say. And not even a sweat on the turn. We can just seal it, and that's the full house
Right
even.
the chips. Very nice, Felix. That was very nice.
Full double up to almost 700, as Christa is down to 400 now, still surviving that hand. But now on the bit of a shorter stack. Mathias probably not entering this one. What about Guillermo? No, already folding. And I was going to say Miko looks interested, but Queen 3. Now, chip leader then. Time to attack some blinds, maybe. Comes with a 60k min raise.
Oh, hello.
Talking about premium hands. Queens for Felix. I like that little smirk. He looks like,
Well,
nice.
Christa looks interested. I don't know what he's got yet, but Christa is sitting there like that.
Yeah.
He had that smile, the same smile he had when he had the ace queen.
You got a tell on him.
I have a tell, yes.
Well, hopefully it's not jacks or tens for him, because then he might be in trouble. And Felix just now looking at the stack of Christa, thinking about the next move. As of course we are 3-betting this one, and he has 600 in front of him. So either ship it or just 3-bet raise. That's the options. And he goes all in.
Okay, Christa, I was wrong. It's a king 4. I do not have a tell on Christa.
No one has.
No one has, no. He's just made the same look.
Yeah.
Unless he just has that look, full stop.
So you see in the background we are on level 20. It's a 15 and 30k now, and it's getting a bit more expensive. Still the average is 841k, so some 25 big blinds average.
It's a great setup, this TV table here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So they do OlyBet do it very, very well. I must admit.
Yeah.
All the travelling I do and see final tables in various places, and this is actually one of the best setups I've seen.
Yeah, and this is actually trying a new thing, because normally you have the TV table outside the ballroom, but now it's inside, so everyone can see it. You see the outer tables in the background, and it's of course always nice, as we did yesterday. We had the final table already almost from the start of this one to have everyone in the same room, because if you have the TV table outside, it's going to be... The other players in the tournament, of course, want to be in the same room.
I quite like this setup.
Yeah, this is great, I think.
If I'm honest.
So Pasi, of course, entering with any ace X. Oh,
There he goes.
shove from Christer now.
Oh,
King 8. Yeah, he knows, of course, also that Pasi is opening light. But trouble is, it's only 10 big blinds, 11 big blinds now, so Pasi might call this one off if he think he has the odds. Because he's blocking many ace-X combinations, of course, and seeing Christer yesterday showing a lot of wild hands. Today Christer has been playing a lot tighter, but now he decides to go with the King 8, so we'll see what Pasi ends up with decision-wise here, but might be trouble for Christa Larson.
He's just working out. Surely he's going to call here. There's no... 2.
Yeah, comes with the call, so
good luck, Christa.
you can see that it's almost 50-50, but slightly ahead with the ace 3.
Great. You too. That's normal.
So Christa Larson risking his seat in the tournament. He could be the 12th place, but he could also double up. No help for him on that flop. No backdoors. Will he get there on the turn? Does not. So only down to a king or an 8 to not be eliminated, but it's not to be for Christa Larson. The ace high is good for Pasi, and unfortunately Christa Larson is exiting in 12th place, also taking down some 7k for his effort, and he was on 1 bullet only. And signalizing to Duncan, I think, on the outer table. They two have a good relationship and banter, so... Yeah, Duncan screams, I wanted to play with you.
So Guillermo, who was chip leader at one point yesterday and started today as the short stack, has chipped up a little bit and putting himself in maybe an awkward spot because he's under the gun, but it is shorthanded, remember. I don't remember if it's 5 or 6 at this table, but if it's 5, he's opening actually from the hijack. So if it was a full ring table, I'd be questioning this more, actually. Sure. And Miko, he's inviting the big stack to just toss in a light 3-bet here. And then is Guillermo prepared to 4-bet shove or play king-queen out of position or just fold? That's why I don't necessarily like, even from the hijack, and open off this stack size when you know that the final table is going to start fairly soon.
Yeah, it's definitely going to start very soon. It's getting very close. Should be an interesting final table as well.
It's probably on the bubble because I think the clock is paused at the moment.
Okay.
But right now we just see the minutes, so we'll double check when it pans over to another player. But Miko just calls, so Guillermo not in, at least gets to see a flop, but he's going to play this entire hand out of position with 2 callers now.
Wow.
I mean, if it's a queen high flop, it's happy days for Guillermo because Pasi has loots, starting the day, I believe, in second place to another Pasi, and Pasi Sormunen.
Oh, okay. The chip leaders on the outer table.
Yeah, that was 2 Pasis up top, and then the singing cowboy in third.
Okay. Our entertaining.
But look at this flop for Miko. It's just going to be a massive double up here.
Wow.
It's just finish on finish crime.
This is
I feel
mad.
I'm laughing, but I feel bad for Pasi. I mean, it's he's gonna bet here. I mean, I'm actually surprised. I'm actually a little bit surprised Guillermo didn't take a stab based on the aggressive open from under the gun. But I think it was too crazy of a flop, so that's why I stopped what I was saying there.
Is he going to flat call here? Is he going to?
He should just call. If he thinks his opponent has a set, he should probably even just call. There's no reason to jack it up at the moment.
No point at all, because I know we can see what's going on, but it's ridiculous.
No, but if you put him on a set of 8s or even the 5-6, you want, he'll get a call if you shove there, of course. But if you're putting him on a 9-10, he's
that's
going to
true.
fold that, and now he's maybe going to bet that 9-10 or bet that 9-jack, you know, that he aggressively bet with one heart or something similar. We can see it's much different. That Pasi is just trapped, you know. I don't think there's any possibility for him to get away. The only way he can get away is if he doesn't bet a lot here.
That's 450? No, 475, is it?
Yeah. And now Miko can really shove if he... No, it's lighter. Because it's only 500 to call, so it's a 290 bet. So I was gonna say that now he could shove because of the price odds, and if the 5%er that, you know, his opponent folds, you know, so be it. And that's only because Miko's out of position in this hand, and to ensure that he gets max value, it's going to be very ballsy for him to check. Yeah, I like this still.
Pasi doesn't like it. He knows. He might.
It was 500. It's only 290 to call, so
Yeah,
that was what I said. It's just there's no Pasi's calling with just anything here, even a bare 9, let alone, you know, the third highest possible hand with the queen high flush. It's just unfortunate, but at the same time, it's fortunate Pasi will have still plenty of chips to spare.
Wow.
He's going to be still in the top half of the field.
Yep. What a spot. What's a spot?
927.
I don't like, but I have to go.
It's actually more, as I heard, 920.
Yep.
So it's even a bigger
Bigger
call. Yeah. But he had to call, but he could fold something there, not most of his range.
He's not getting away from that. It's,
Yeah, this we know. We knew as soon as we saw what happened on the flop what was going to happen.
nice hand.
A board double pairing would have saved Pasi from complete destruction. That would have maybe been it.
He's really built up because he was short on chips earlier on.
Yeah, Miko was nearly out the door
Yeah.
in 11th with the king-queen against ace-10 with both players holding hearts. It seems like when hearts are involved, Miko wins pots.
He's getting there. Thinking about this.
From the button, I'm not sure I'm actually doing this in this spot just because you have a few hands before you get into the blinds.
He's kind of cool.
He is going to call. This is a bold move. So he's putting Felix on a pretty wide range. And, Guillermo would have folded with his 10-9, but don't expect to see a 9, folks. There's only one left in the deck. And that may have been burned as well. We don't know. We could know if we were paying better attention.
It's early. It's an early day.
But it's a king right there, right now. And going to need a pair of runners for Felix, who's been fabulous to watch throughout the last 2 days. But now he's drawing dead.
Yeah, lucky Felix.
And, good game to Felix. At least was able to ladder up a spot. Maybe Guillermo is an Estonian citizen by now. I know he does like it here.
Yeah, and now he actually
away.
shoves it right away. King Jack suited, early position, but of course, nice hand.
I believe it came in as the short stack, right? So, this isn't bad, actually. This is standard.
It makes it a non-all-in, but still.
Yeah, the betting size you can debate, but it's still a shove whether...
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Action right away with Duncan on the 9, so we will have a
Wasting no time.
flip here right away, first hand at the final table.
So Duncan, right away, not even thinking. I mean, 9's as strong it was going to call, but...
Yeah, but as you said,
me
also
see,
he's
he's
here
ready
to
to play.
change the trophy, I think, and he's fine with that flop. 2 queens and a 3, so still way ahead with the 9s. Need a king or a jack only. Oh, not to be. And first hand out. The Finn domination is even more now because we have 8 players left and 7 of them then is from Finland. Only Duncan Blake still not the only non-Finnish player left at the table in the tournament.
But we've seen him do that so many times and win tournaments from beginning to end.
Finnish, cause I eats me spinach. I'm Python the Sailor Man. Toot toot.
Singing Cowboy maybe didn't get enough sleep last night either, but he's going to entertain us, I'm pretty sure, thanks to that. But that was a new tune by Singing Cowboy.
Yeah, he's good with this, just coming up with words, right, to include.
Maniac on the floor, and I'm calling like I've never called before. Yeah, I'm a maniac on the floor. Very kind. Very kind. You're so kind to them. It's cool to see. I'm just playing my game. The No Filter Poker Series. Where else will I get the chance to truly be myself? Where else is there in this world for me? Where? Oh dear, I asked you to have mercy. I asked you to have pity on my kind. Proud people.
Displaying his theatrical skills on top of his musical entourage.
This guy should be on Broadway.
And we await your further instructions.
Even Roope Tormet's laughing. I haven't seen him smile since 1989.
At least he's off the poker table. He's smiling.
Yeah, I know. I mean, on the tables, yes. Sorry, not to point him out as a boring person, just as he's very composed when he's on our TV tables normally. But yeah.
But we have a pop brewing between Antti-Mikael and Mr. Cowboy. And right now, Mr. Cowboy should be able to get away from this.
Yeah. Did call the flop bet though, but did not pick up any added outs with any flush draw on the turn. So another bet from Antti-Mikael here is probably gonna get it done as he's sizing up the chips, 25k chips. So that should be 130. The 5k red one added on top.
Oddly enough, I wouldn't have minded a check there unless he's worried about the flush draw, to some degree. But maybe that's the fact that I see what Duncan has is influencing that in my head. But I don't mind a check back on the turn, and then if it's check, you try for a bigger value on the river.
Yeah, there's the fold.
Nice double barrel, but nice double barrel with a very strong hand, connecting with the king.
So that's a 80k min raise from.
Yeah, but we can get Rasmus.
Oh yeah, true.
Rasmus is doing a very good job when he's guesting as commentating. He can do this professionally at some stage with a little bit of fine tuning.
But sevens for Tommy, so this is an interesting spot because they have the exact same stacks to start the hand, these two, and cut-off position against an early under the gun race with sevens. It's a tough spot, right, Jason?
Yeah, it's not standard at all, and I have no idea how much these two have played together. A call is a conservative option. You want the button to fold in, so at least you can play the hand in position, where you're not just representing some pocket pairs. There'll be some suited connectors that also play this the same way. He can take out the top of his range, though, by just calling in the cutoff, because Tommi should never just be flatting with aces or kings. But we've seen some tricky plays in this 3,500 event that go a little bit, next level, beyond next level, that it's hard to really say. But very good flop for ace king here.
Yeah, can't complain.
And seven still has something to think about facing a bet here because it's only one overcard. So good in two ways for Pasi.
How do you spell Viking?
Yeah, it's like a dream flop, and he
checks
it. Interesting.
When you're the pre-flop aggressor and you hit, maybe he's thinking if I check, Tommy's going to put me on an ace-queen, ace-jack, and I'll get a bet from those pocket pairs, which are the most likely candidate to play it the way that Tommi did.
Yeah, I think Pasi is putting Tommi on pretty much the exact hand
It's
he
a cutoff
has.
and not the button.
What's this? Look.
Wow, so Pasi,
Wow.
if Pasi just bet like 1/3 of the pot, I think Tommy's still calling. So actually Pasi may have saved himself money by not betting the flop. I don't think Tommi would have gotten out of the way. So it's not that a free card, it's still, I don't think it would have been a free card. I think it still would have been a card.
Yeah.
But now Pasi waiting too long to bet.
Pasi is now coming with a 100k bet on the turn instead, and let's see now then for Tommy.
It's a call, you know, because after he checks over the flop, you're hoping that he's bluffing actually with an ace-queen. You're not putting it on an ace-king.
Really nice.
And now you're hoping he has king-queen actually, which is one of those flatting candidates. No, but Pasi raised, but it's definitely one of the suited. It's one of the under-the-gun opening candidates.
Any honey wine, but you should be drinking mead, not ale. You should be drinking mead in Valhalla, not ale made
That's
by
a
American
300k bet. He will not be happy facing the race now from Tommy. Not expecting it either, I think.
And he should just shove it actually with Pasi having 870 back and 760 in the pot. I mean, he can make it. He can leave him with some chips if he wants to, if he thinks he's more likely to get a call.
I have given my message to my friend, and now I am quiet.
But you almost have to assume that if Pasi's calling for a min click, he's also calling for a max click, but I could be wrong on that. I don't like leaving chips out there, though, so that's why I'm shoving, you know?
Yeah.
And played us in the Ireland in the 5K tournament. You are welcome.
And Pasi being actually a very good player, it serves a second purpose, that you're making actually the final table slightly softer by him getting out. Maybe. Yeah, he's just going to shove it.
Yeah, pretty much.
He maybe took too long to come to that decision because now it doesn't look like a bluff at all.
No.
It doesn't even look like it's like just top paired. You know, it looks like it's at least king, queen or better, unless you think Tommy is capable of bluffing with air. He's not doing this with pocket eights, I don't think.
No.
He may call, but I don't think he's even in the hand anymore with pocket eights. He's just folding on the river.
And Tommy went for the 1.1 mil not all-in race. So if Pasi were to call this one, he will be left with just a few big blinds. But I don't think he will find the call here. I think he understands that.
It's so hard to fold in real time, this one.
Yeah. It's a tough one. Because he got a dream flop. And
if there wasn't ICM, he would have called already.
Yeah.
Because of ICM and the fact
he's talking
the pay
about
jumps get
do you have
steep.
deuces, he says. So it's pretty much...
He's in the right neighborhood.
Yeah.
Deuces would play it the same.
Yeah.
Threes would play it the same. Check is definitely on a dry board like this. You want to not just get away and have a min pot that you won with your set. You want the pre-flop aggressor to take some action on the turn, in which case then you can take control. And this is the difference between playing online and live. You have to make your decision much faster, and it may have led to an impulsive call. And I'm kind of agreeing with you, Wise Guy. He's thinking about this long enough where he's going to talk himself into a fold and then wondering if he made the right play. Because both Pasi and Tommy strike me as players that are thinking mathematically quite a bit.
Yeah.
Roope I know is. But Roope I know is not necessarily, ICM is maybe not the priority, the first priority. It is in his thought process.
Sorry guys.
Pasi apologizing, but nobody's called the clock.
No.
Even the Cowboys been quiet for you.
Yeah, giving the respect and the time, so liking that.
People understand this is a spot for potentially your tournament life, even though you have crumbs left.
Yeah.
They don't even know that at this point because unless they're counting the chips, we see the numbers. They only see the physical chips, but they understand this is a big moment for Pasi Linton. Also big for Tommi Lankinen. He definitely wants to call at this point. The stalling has been long enough where he knows exactly what Pasi has. Because Pasi's calling with king queen probably. So he knows exactly what Pasi has. He's not thinking about ace queen this long.
It's ace king or aces, but yeah.
There we go.
Fold.
Very nice fold there by Pasi. And I know we both said he's going to come to that conclusion, but that doesn't make it any easier what he just did there.
Absolutely not. But guessing, but yeah.
That's
so.
awfully difficult to do in real time.
And Pasi, if you're rewatching this later on, you'll be happy with your decision, of course. And yeah, that's magic 7 on the turn for Tommy. Now then, Antti-Mikael with tens after the early race from Pasi. Pasi trying it again then, under the gun. Oh, sorry, this is the other Pasi, of course. Sormunen now under the gun, but it's early Pasi race at least. And another pair, so let's see if it goes down the same way.
If I get invited to Finland, I will see Finland.
Tough spot
Let's
for
go,
Roope now.
Roope.
The perfect spot normally to get it in, but it won't be against...
It's perfect here. It's a squeeze.
Yeah, I mean, but it won't be when the tens call him.
Yeah,
That's the
he's going to wind up on the rail, but
Yeah.
there's only one play here.
Yeah, sure.
Hopefully they don't kill me
He's on the
again.
short stack and he's been waiting for this, and he just got a call. And
And another ace jack
Wow.
by the other Pasi. We just saw one.
He got so sick of folding ace jack, he had to run away and puke in the background. Right? No, not really, but yeah, maybe.
Perhaps, actually. He's like, I have another hand. This would have been a perfect squeeze
What are you
spot.
doing to me? Oh, he's back looking good, but
Pasi's all in. This may actually be good for Roope
right.
because, I mean, Antti-Mikael
Yeah,
has
you
to be,
can't
what the
call
heck?
now. You can't call
Wow,
now.
wow.
So off to a race instead of total domination for Roope with the tens.
And we've seen an ace and a jack already out there, so the nines are looking pretty all of a sudden.
They are, yeah. So anyone in the chat has these guys?
I have Roope.
Oh, yeah, but you're not allowed to compete.
Oh, I'm not,
Do
okay.
we have anyone in the chat who has Roope?
No.
Oh, no? Okay.
Can I
Might be
put it in the
too
chat?
late. You can do if he get. Yeah, now you can put
now
it
we
in
can
the
put
chat.
it. Okay, come
'Cause
on,
now he's
Roope.
in
We got
trouble.
a 9 coming.
We need to work
You've been
it.
four
It's
outed.
only one left as well, as you can see.
Only one left.
Yeah. 1-9 is folded.
It's going to be the other 9 of clubs. Or 9 of spades.
It's
a
not,
7 of
unfortunately.
spades. So Roope Tormet. It's been a nice run. I have all the time in the world for Roope. He's a really good guy, and he's also, as I said, probably in my head, along with
Jason, we're
Siljander
being
and a few
watched
others,
here.
one of the top 5 Finnish poker tournament players coming from Finland. So nice run, 8th place, 11,950 euros. Certainly not your highest cash as a 2-time circuit winner here in Tallinn. But nice 5-figure score nonetheless to add to your CV.
That's an ace again, and Siljander is in trouble now. Did he call on the turn with just a gut shot? Does he have a plan for this? Because 240k behind is not much in a 1.2 million pot.
Yeah, I think he's gonna just give up.
For me, it's not a big issue. I just want to double check with my floor. It's normal in this situation. We took some chips like this, one like this, and then say check.
To about here.
So
I
it
saw it
was
to
a
about
bit
here.
strange.
We're discussing if it was a string bet or not, or I missed the action. Looking at the chat.
Yeah.
Try to point out this check, but my mistake.
I do not believe he crossed the line, but it was close.
I'm okay with that. Just want to
Okay, Cowboy speaking up in defense of Pasi.
Yeah.
He is playing some mind games with the, songs a little bit, having a little bit of fun, but he's just doing that naturally. It's not that he's intentionally, I don't think, doing mind games, and this actually kind of proves it. When you stand up for your opponent at your own detriment, because you want your opponent to be punished in a vacuum, it shows a sign of character.
All right, so Siljander trying the bluff now, and it's only some 5 big blinds, and Pasi has the king. I mean, he has to call this one. No way he's folding. So this might be it. Red more blue in the chat, who was voting for Siljander to win this one, because I'd be very surprised if Pasi finds the fold here.
Yeah, he has to call, and I've jinxed both him and Tarmi, picking them
Oh
out as the
yeah,
2
you're
players.
the jinxer. Wow,
They're
don't
both
say
gonna
anyone
hate
else
me.
now. Don't name any names. You're just
Siljander will forgive me with a beer,
eyeballing them.
and Roope will just laugh at me.
Yeah. Yeah, so as said, he's already rigged the high roller, and I think he'll be happy to play that one as well. But surprised even Pasi is thinking about
I was just going to say,
else.
I know he was counterfeited, but still, the pot odds are way too big for, and it's not going to be decimating to your stack to call here.
No, and I mean, there was a flush draw on the flop, and another ace just makes the king stronger,
and
of course.
it's Siljander.
Yeah.
And Pasi knows it's Siljander.
Yeah. I mean, of course, if he has an ace, he has an ace. I mean, you just have to, it's 1.4 million. It's costing you 240 to call with a 2-pair with a king, so even though he didn't love the ace, of course, but I mean,
he has to assume that Siljander's not doing it with a better king, right? You know, he'd just check back and just in case, and if it didn't work, he would take the 240 and spin. So he's only doing it with a hand that he completely bricked on, or with the ace, or with a full
this is a poker
flush
face
combination with a.
You cannot tell that this guy is on a bluff, right? No big.
No, because he would be playing at the same exact lines if he had ace king.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you should be folding here, though. I mean, he's going to call. There's a 0 chance. I already owe you a lap around the poker room, I believe, at some stage.
Are you doing another lap if he folds? Then?
Well, I can go double or nothing now.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
You never get
It
away
doesn't
from
work.
that.
I tried. Today might be the day that I do it because I don't expect this to go till midnight.
No,
We're already down
true.
to 7.
Yeah.
I hope it goes a bit longer. We
Should
had
be
some
down
very
to
good
6
poker.
very soon.
And then it'll mirror the 5K.
Try to call the wins to think about and not winning.
I missed what Pasi said there. And it was in English. And Duncan has the token in his eye now like a pirate. Duncan is having fun no matter what's happening. And you didn't make your choice, wise guy.
For the winner.
I mean, I'm 0 for 2 already. I'm not going to jinx anybody else.
No, I did my pick with Pasi. This guy. This is my pick. That's why I'm so surprised to see
start
him.
of day chip leader.
Yeah, I mean,
but this is
he put in the call now. Yeah,
he put in the call and as chip leader once again, and GG over to Mathias Siljander, super nice guy, online crusher, live crusher. He has balls of steel is the best way to put him.
Yeah, I had a talk with him this morning. He was just having a sandwich by the bar before hitting the feature table, and all around nice guy. And
I imagine we'll see him in the 5K. He has 3 bullets now, thanks to cashing for 14,850 euros, and we have a ladder up. So 18,450 euros. Everybody guaranteed another 3,600 euros just by watching Mr. Siljander walk away with his adult beverage.
yes, exactly. And these are the 6 and the updated chip count. So Pasi and Miko even almost at the top with 50 bigs-ish each.
We have Duncan with an open here
wow.
with 120 from the cutoff, and Tommi waking up with the Cowboys. And I mean, we all like having
the cowboy.
Yeah, cowboy against 2 Cowboys. It's not fair. It's 2-1.
Yeah, this is.
But it's gonna be trouble for
Lurking.
Duncan, and maybe he doubles up. It's not that Ace King can't get there against Kings. He has that Ace. He has a suited Ace King, but there's no way Tommi is just going to call from the small blind and let the big blind come along, especially in a
Look
spot
at
where
Duncan now.
he has,
He's breathing heavily, like he's already in a trouble, but he doesn't know what's coming.
Yeah, he's not singing, or like normally and already he's singing. Please don't fold or something like that. I don't think he pulled that one out yet.
He's been quiet for a while now. And there he sees the bad news about the...
Finland.
There we go. We just had to be a little more patient. But Duncan's gonna 4-bet shove. That's the only move here. You can't just call here.
Finland is for me.
Okay, good luck, Duncan. Tommi with the snap call. He's looking for a pocket pair. Ace King is not one of the hands he actually does want to see, just because there is still potential.
one of the biggest part of the tournament, if not the biggest so far. Ace-king suited for Duncan Blake.
Some clubs for the sweat.
No clubs.
One
There's
club.
one club. Okay, but no ace.
Seven of spades
Club
on the
turn, down to only 3 outs then. The 3 aces for Duncan. It's not to be, unfortunately. And Tommy taps the table. We have only Finnish players left when we're down to 5 in this Legends of the Game No Filter Poker Series. Unfortunately, this fantastic entertainer.
Run it with the sunnet.
So the Finnish domination now continues with the elimination of Duncan. He will, though, go to the cashier eventually when he collects his things to collect the 6th place prize of 18,450 euros. So a nice run by Duncan. He's not just...
All right, and Pasi Laihinen staying active, opening under the gun now with the King 8 suited of diamonds. Another suited diamond hand is maybe making the other Pasi go with the 3-bet now, as he has grabbed some big chips, the 100K
I
green
think
ones.
it's like a 90% chance of him 3-betting here. Yeah.
He
He just calls. That's interesting. I guess it's because he's in the cutoff and not the button, where the small blind is my guess, and it was an under the gun open against Pasi. We haven't really seen be out of line at all. I mean, King 8 suited is basically the most out of line we've seen him recently, opening that under the gun.
Pasi number 1 now in seat number 1. Doesn't know it, but he don't want to see any diamonds on this one. There's just one, but he doesn't hit the King or an 8 either, so Mr. Sormunen to his left is still doing well, but of course this is a dry board for these hands, so
against a player that we've seen already that's more than capable of just creating his own lines out of nowhere and making people believe them. So the Pasi on Pasi crime may continue, actually. I don't think we're going to see a fold anyway, just because the other Pasi S, has something else in mind. And now the Ace-5 just looks like Yahtzee. And
both of them are like, hey, diamonds.
But even more so because of that 5, he also has an open-ender to the straight. So it's just like out city here.
Yet again, it's like, if you can't pick a card and it's not an ace, Pasi Sormunen, yeah, I'll take the 3 of diamonds, please.
It's the Yahtzee card. 7 of diamonds went to Ben as Yahtzee because the 8-9 is already a main straight.
And that's a 250 or 275 bet from Laihinen.
We may see a raise here.
Yeah, it would be.
We may see
nice
a
play.
big raise, actually, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I mean, he could put the other Pasi all in here because, you know, if he gets called, he'll have.
Yeah, I don't mind.
outs,
I don't
but-
mind just the call because of Pasi's range. You know, we see he has King 8 of diamonds, but you know he has all those high pocket pairs from the under the gun open.
Oof, look at this. He make the straight.
But there's a spade flush out that may slow him down. You know, was Pasi betting that on the flop because there were two spades on the flop, but I don't think it will.
Laihinen now, seat number 1, has to bet this one to win it. So, I mean, and then Sormunen is not folding, so he does check. Saves him some money.
Yeah, I think he knows that was a bad card for him. You know, that his opponent has a lot of spades, you know, and his calling range that he might not be raising with, especially if he has something like the 5-7 of spades. Well, that would be, he would have raised that, actually, so something else.
And Sormunen is complaining now. Something like,
what's he complaining about?
Yeah, I mean,
he's
afraid of. Well, he actually just checks and says, "I'm afraid you're trapping me with the flush." So I'll just check behind.
There was no more value to be had.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably get a few bucks out of a 10 here, but.
Yeah, but I'm saying at least results-oriented wise, you can move on and say he didn't leave chips on the table.
Yeah.
Tommy with a decent hand from the hijack, mirroring as under the gun. Opting to min-raise it. And not that good of an ace for Antti-Mikael. He agrees on a much better ace. It's the big slick here for Pasi. Let's see if Pasi, Laihinen will 3-bet. I think it's more, let's see how much he 3-bets too. But does indeed just call. Interesting. Maybe it's good he did. He's avoiding a spot. Miko would have 4-bet shoved. Tommi would have folded and Pasi would have called, but in a flip situation, maybe that would have been good. Maybe that would have been bad. The flip situation may still happen because it's an amazing squeeze spot for Miko. There's no reason for him to just call. There's really just one move for him. So it doesn't really matter too much. And I expect Tommi not to commit, almost 40% of his stack, about 35%. Gets rid of his king-queen, especially with Pasi along the way. Pasi with the snap call with ace-king, and it's Miko at risk with his fish hooks. He was chip leader a moment ago. Will he get right back into it, or will we see him on the rail in 5th place for 22,850 euros? But it's a jack right out of the window. The drama is over right away if no queen or 10 come on the turn, and now he has his opponent drawing dead. Miko with the check mark, and it's the pointless 6 of spades on the river. So Miko right back into the mix. Was a coin flip away from hitting the rail. And Pasi's had a bit of a roller coaster, is down to around 22 big blinds himself.
Still, the 5 Finns in since I stepped out some 10-15 minutes ago, and 30 minutes till the next break. I just learned that they have talked to the floor and actually have a short break each hour, so they'll be doing 10-minute breaks each hour.
Oh, that's nice, actually.
Yes, so, but the next one is in half an hour.
Yeah, I see it on the board now. Break 10 minutes. There we go.
Yeah.
You missed some fireworks, even though you didn't miss people going out, but we had a couple double ups.
Nice. Or, I mean, not maybe for those who got them, I guess. And this is one of them I see, because this stack has increased.
Yes.
And now ace-jack for Antti-Mikael.
The blinds, I was wondering why he's shoving at 30-60, but the blinds just went up to 40-80. But even that is a pretty big shove here from the cutoff. It's a 16 big blind shove.
1.3.
And this is why you maybe don't want to do it, because nothing worse than you is going to call, and only hands better than you, and even ace-queen, which is only one card better than you, is calling. And it's Antti-Mikael at risk. We could be down to 4. As soon as Wise Guy gets into booth, he could have jinxed Antti-Mikael, but let's see if there's a jack at all in the mix. There's one diamond, a 9 for maybe the chop, but it's the ace instead, so does need a queen, king, or an ace to survive.
Outs. That's not one of them.
No. So. GG to Antti-Mikael in 5th place for 22,850. And meanwhile, Mikko Ylämäki, who was nearly eliminated earlier at the final table, was short stacked for a bit of time, took the chip lead, coughed that up, and then since then has been on a tear.
Just about to start. They delayed it for an hour, but now it's starting, and we have the 2 real legends in the house. Both Scott Inian and Michael Visraki are seated by those high roller tables in the 5K, so looking forward to following that one. It will not be live streamed, but you can of course see some information if you go to OlyBet events, and you can follow the events yourself, the updates in the Poker Lens app, and of course also there will be a resume tomorrow, right? Some highlights coming your way from Poker Pro.
Yes, a recap will be up in the morning. By morning, I mean around 12 noon Estonian time, but
poker morning,
and other places in the world, that should still be morning.
True. Now then might be some action as well, as we have a raise Jack 9 under the gun from Pasi L. And Miko has overcalled.
It would be normally a good squeeze spot if Pasi didn't have 55K back.
Exactly, that's the problem.
And I think once Miko calls from the small blind, it gives Tommi an excuse to actually fold his 8s, but Tommi can call as well. There's no reason for him to shove. He wants Pasi to go out, or at least should. Now, if the only thing on Tommy's mind is the win, then he should be 3-bet shoving.
Yeah, and Also, looking at the chat, nice suggestion from 40 days left. Can someone invent a table that shows everyone's stack size when playing live? I mean, you should.
But
be able
Tommy
to
shoves
have-
here. Tommy's showing a lot of heart.
Wow.
And Pasi's obviously going to call. Miko is not going to call with his ace-9. It makes no sense against Tommy's range here to shove. I mean, Tommy is a very calculated player, actually.
Yeah,
he's not the one that's hyper-aggressive comparatively to some of the other Finnish players. Not to say he doesn't have aggression, but in comparison.
So, showdown.
8s against Jack-9, so
we saw 1-9 folded.
Antti-Mikael is looking at things as a flip, even though we've seen what you just said, that a 9 was folded.
Yeah, he'll be happy to see the under pair, of course. Will he get some help? Not on the flop.
Some backdoors with the 10, although the 8's
Blocked
blocking
by the
them.
8, yeah.
Wants a queen, jack, or 9.
That's not adding any outs, so down to the only 4 jacks and 9s left total. A few folded. Will he find it? No.
The 2 pairing the board, so it's GG to Antti-Mikael, who has shown. To Antti-Mikael, who's shown. To Pasi,
yeah.
Who's shown a lot of heart throughout the day, even yesterday, to be able to accumulate the second place to go into the final day. He'll have 29,850 reasons to be happy. I think this must be the last hand before the break, but maybe they can squeeze one more in, depending on how. Maybe Miko's playing small, just saying, I just want to come back. But then he would be in the big blind with 100K versus 80. But maybe he was just thinking. And Tommy might shove here, wise guy. Queen 3 suited in the small blind. After Miko folds, there's not too many spots. Miko is really just folding, so. And Pasi waking up with ace-jack, just some bad timing for Tommy. But maybe he'll get there. 2 live cards.
Yeah, sure, he's live.
A pair of clubs. We can see it's just 60-40, so stranger things have happened.
Yes. Surely so, but in trouble, risking his seat in the tournament. The all-in star is there for Tommi Lankinen of Finland with the Queen 3 suited. Needs help to stay in the game. And that's an ace as well, looking not good right now.
Needs something for a backdoor, maybe a king or jack or even a 9.
But
it's a
seals
10.
the deal.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do? You had 485,000 and not going to get that many spots. And
rub
then
it
you just
in
get
with the queen as well.
But, Tommy's being a good spirit about it, and as he should be. He didn't enter today with one of the top 5 stacks and still will walk away with the 3rd place finish of 40,850 euros, so quite a nice result.
Look at this for a flop for Miko. Unfortunately for him, Pasi doesn't have anything connecting, but maybe he'll try to at least stab at it and give a few more chips to Miko from this pot. Decides to check though.
Miko's going to check back here a lot.
Yeah, pretty convinced he will. No, reaching for chips, hoping that Pasi has something. It's unfortunately not going to be, I think.
It's a strange one when you have one of the hearts as well. You have those gappers between the 3 to 7. Yeah, so it's just like a 7 or a better 3 or maybe a speculative like.
Look at this, floating.
Or he's hoping that somebody makes a move or floats, I guess. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see why Pasi is check calling out of position with 9 deuce off with no clubs on the board and no possibility of connecting unless he senses some weakness in Miko and just wants to keep applying the pressure. There's something to that because even if he's caught with hand in the cookie jar now, he's gotten it in the head of Miko a bit more, even if Miko wins the pot, which we see he most definitely will. He's not going anywhere. Maybe if a 4th heart comes, but he has a 6.
Yeah.
And then it would have to be a very courageous shove by Pasi. But Miko may be thinking, should I raise now? It may be just a call. It is. I don't think there's any 500,000 chips in yet.
Oh, nice card for Miko, of course. Let's see if Pasi decides to keep bluffing.
It's not as easy. I mean, Miko's going to call if he's shoved upon, but it's not as easy as you think because Pasi's line is actually I had a 7 the entire way. He check called a small bet on the flop. He led out on the turn after the queen came with what seemingly looked like a blocking bet, which often is like a 7, or I just want to have you call with a high heart. We see it was something completely different.
Now just a question of whether you decide just
There's
to
no point
call.
to shove.
No, I mean, never getting called by
It's
anything
suicidal
else.
to shove. Maybe a queen will call. Maybe a flush. You
A
can
flush,
shove. You
yeah.
can shove for the flush. Actually, I take that back. A shove isn't horrible. There's enough hands that are calling that you're getting max value for.
Yeah, but a nice pot for Miko.
Yeah.
And back a bit to 3.6.
That's at least his high point, I believe, during heads-up play.
It should be, yeah. And here we have the confirmation of the current chip count between these two guys.
Here we go down to the final two once again. Here at the 3,500 euro buy-in. Legends of the Game at the No Filter Poker Tour here at Olympic Park Casino and the Hilton Tallinn Park. The TV table is uniquely in the ballroom. The setup is a bit different for the No Filter than what you might see at an OlyBet event. Slightly reduced space due to the event needs, and the TV table is nice and cozy in the main room. So those that are on the TV table can get a little bit of a peek of what's happening at the side tables and vice versa. Always pros and cons to everything. Miko deciding to bet his open-ender with no flush draw possibility in a call. And it gets there with the jack of clubs. So Miko can do nothing wrong, but I don't think Pasi with third pair on this board is going to call anything big. He may not call anything at all. But Miko should protect his hand against those other potential hands. That can pull ahead of him. Even like a 10 in this situation is what Pasi needs, but any club, any diamond can be a scare card for Miko. And Pasi now thinking, Miko is kind of, he didn't really think long about that, actually. He just called with his third pair. That's actually a good card for Miko because it's much easier now to fold because the 6 is also a straight. However, none of the flush draws hit, so if he was putting his opponent on some weird flush draw that didn't connect to the board, it's hard to really put it on that specific of a hand. And Miko's only behind a queen 10. So he needs to bet here. Only that combination.
1.4 in the middle, and that's 900 by the looks of it.
If Pasi levels himself into a call here, it's almost evened up in stacks.
It is, yeah.
If Pasi decides to save his chips for another day, well, we've seen Miko before at 3-6. Now he'd been around 3-8.
And Pasi,
checking it's not.
Even though
8-10.
you were talking about, Jason, that it's only 14,000 on the top of this after they made the deal, it would actually mean a landmark for Pasi if he wins this one earning-wise. Could you guess why?
Because it would put him at 14,000 in earnings on Hendenmob because his profile is hidden?
No,
Okay.
that's the wrong answer. His profile is open and he has cashes on Hendenmob and he has a lot
So
of
it
them.
puts him over $500,000?
Even better.
$1 million?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a nice landmark.
Some $925,000 in live earnings on the Hendenmob. Biggest score coming from a fifth
And what about
place.
Miko? He has to be around the same.
I didn't get the chance to check that before my computer just died.
I can check it as well.
But Pasi has a biggest score money-wise, the fifth place in an EPT some 12 years ago in Barcelona. And his biggest win was also some $100,000.
Miko's at
down
316.
Okay, yeah. So
Which I thought would be more. So I had both. I had one lower and one higher.
you
know.
did, yeah. Pasi has scores back from 2010, so he's been playing a lot and has scores all through since then. So he's been around the block. Pasi Sormunen. And he was on the final table on the Kings of Tallinn High Roller last year here in Tallinn as well. does put in the call. Nice pot for Miko.
Yeah,
And
Miko.
almost even in stacks now. 4.7 versus 5.4. Not much dividing these two Finns anymore. Pasi losing the big grip he had coming into the heads up. So this is just anyone's game now. Not anyone's, but any of these two.
Now it goes.
Oh, wow. This
Hello.
should be a call by Miko. We will see. Because he did open up. And Pasi should have some 3-bets that are lighter than that king-queen for sure, but he may opt to fold. If it was a little bit less, it's an easy call, actually, but I just don't see him getting a fold here. Yeah,
There we go.
does
There
call.
we go.
So Pasi marginally ahead with ace-3 to king-queen. Perhaps the clubs will come into play too, is suited. But it's more or less a coin flip at this stage with ace-3 slightly ahead. Oh
in the
my!
window.
So both players hitting a piece, a club backdoor, but in the window, Miko with the top pair pulling ahead, now a 3-1 favorite. And the 2 of hearts on the turn ruins any dreams of a flush draw. So it's a 3 or an ace, or it is all over, baby. And it's a 7 of diamonds. The king-queen holds. We have a winner. Congratulations to Mikko Ylämäki, Pasi, who came in as the chip leader.
Wow,
Did
congrats.
well with the deal. He's still smiling. You know, he knows that this hand could have gone either way. He wins this hand. He actually had the chip lead. And we would have continued on for a little bit more.
Wow,
But
congrats,
amazing
congrats,
ending.
Miko. Oh, Jason, well, what a finish. That's great.
So, joined now by the winner of the Legends of the Game, Mikko Ylämäki. Congratulations on taking down this big one. What's the feeling right after this happened?
I'm a little bit confused still, but I'm happy and it was great tournament.
And you said to me earlier you got to play with a few. Yeah, a round of applause for the winner of the Legends, Mikko Ylämäki of Finland, taking it down. And you told me earlier you got to play at least a few hands with a world champion, but now you're the champion of this tournament. Does that make you the best in the world at the moment right now?
Yeah, maybe I should go to Las Vegas next year.
Yeah, we send you instead of him, right?
Why not?
Thank you, Miko, for talking to us, and enjoy the rest of the series. I know you're looking forward to some PLO games as well.
That's correct, yeah.
So they'll try to beat you in your bread and butter game as well then. Okay, enjoy the winnings, enjoy the trophy, and thank you again. And all the one in the room, please another round of applause for the winner of the Legends of the Game, Mikko Ylämäki of Finland. Thank you.